B, what's up? I didn't blast any tunes tonight. I thought about it. I thought about it. What's going on, sister? Anything? It was a beautiful 50. Well, it's 51 degrees still. I think it didn't get much higher than that today, though. Maybe it was a little warmer. Whatever. Just for that, I'm playing double the fucking obnoxious punk rock music when I end this stream. No warning. 77, huh? Come on, man. My rants are like fucking an angel's voice. The voice of an angel. Like an angel's voice, I think, maybe better. We had good storms or whatever the other day when a couple people pretty close to me died in that tornado. I had no idea. I swear it didn't get that windy here. Like I don't know, the storm front wasn't that intense, but whatever. Pretty odd. We have more fucking tornadoes now in West Michigan than I can ever recall. We never had fucking tornadoes. I remember once as like 12, 13 years old, we had one go down a country road not far from where we lived. It just fucking went right down the center of the road and fucking ripped up all these big ass fucking trees on from both sides. Yeah, I know, right? Mrs. V does a good crow call. I don't know why I had to give her shit all of a sudden, but she'll earn it sometime, I'm sure. See, I don't kid when I say she don't watch the show. Otherwise, I'd never say that. Get away with it. Yeah, so just sitting here, kind of bored, waiting for the fucking world to burn. You know.
Now wait a minute.
Trying to think of some of the delightful comments that I seen from the Chuds earlier today. I didn't spend much time with them, thankfully. Yeah, we'd get them fucking nasty ones once in a while. Usually, Jim, though, as you probably know here, we get more damage more often from straight line winds, like when fucking storm fronts come over the dunes. The folks just inland, like myself, we can see some good fucking winds. Yeah, that was in Spring Lake that the tornado I was recalling from would have been early 80s. But then we had that tornado, or I don't know if they did say, yeah, there was a tornado. We've had some fucking storms the last couple years. Max says he avoided chuds completely today. It's on a diet. I did see, oh, maybe it was it yesterday? Yeah, B said she got a bunch. So there was a pretty good line of storms, but I think most of them were going south, like, were south of me. But in, like, Ohio and all the way down to fucking Texas. Jim says the Easter tornado in the 70s there in Grand Rapids hit 4 churches and 20 fatalities. I see some of them crying about how cheap gas is, which is complete bullshit because I just went to the store 30 minutes ago and it is 3.69 a gallon here. Just very close to it's getting closer to the highest gas prices I've ever seen, which is like 4.25 or some shit, 4.30. You know who I can't stand, you guys? That fucking Kez kid. What a fucking obnoxious, fucking overconfident, ill-informed, arrogant little dick. All I wanna do is chew some gum. We'll be 6 by June. Sorry, I'm playing the fingers on my coffee cup. Until the sun comes up. So what do you guys got? What do you got? Josh is here. Cheers to you, Josh. Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna do with myself. I didn't want to fucking bother the piss out of Mrs. V, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go stream for a minute, even though I'm pretty chill. Some folks probably think I'm a spaz on my streams normally, but if I'm not, it's boring. I love it when these idiots obviously get fucking censored and don't even realize it. So another American soldier has died or been killed there in the, I don't know where at exactly, but in Trump's mad campaign on the world. So I think that's seven people now. 7 American soldiers that have been killed since this started just over a week ago. Yeah, did you guys' clocks all set themselves forward today? I don't know. Is every state like that? Probably, huh? Who the fuck knows? I can't. I know it sounds stupid. I don't know. Maybe it isn't stupid not knowing that. But my clocks all set themselves forward. Bill says he heard a NYPD officer lost his life in Kuwait, a medical emergency. Not sure if he was number 7 or number 8. Yeah, I haven't heard the circumstances surrounding whatever the at least one more death that's being reported. Could all stop immediately. Meanwhile, you got that dumbass Sin Satan over there. Literally given reasons as to why this is a huge mistake on Trump's part, because the terrorist attacks and threats of terrorist attacks here in the States are ramping up. It's pure. I mean, what a fucking genius, right? What'd they think was going to happen? Yeah, I think we have our stove, our microwave clock, and then there's one big ass wall clock in the living room that has to be manually reset. Probably the car clocks, but Jim says I'm betting Trump's Dover attendance is about to drop dramatically. I did see a poll. Not sure who the pollster was, but 59% of Americans disapprove of the war in Iran. 36% approve of the war. It was even, I don't know, 70 some percent disapprove of his handling of it. Josh says he imagines there's more that we haven't heard about. That's a possibility. Certainly, I guess a lot of those folks that were fucked up in the initial attack are in really bad shape. Max says they killed Mossavi, commander in chief of the Iranian military, and his replacement man named Vahidi is even worse. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, right on, Bill. B only has 2 clocks that she has to manually set. How many of you folks have, what would you call it? A hand clock? Like, we have one clock that isn't digital. The one big wall clock out in the living room. Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to yapping with Laura, but got a post saying she wasn't doing a stream, so yeah, that Mark Wayne Mullins. Everybody's saying, well, it's an improvement, or I've seen even some Dems say, well, it's better than Gnome, whatever. Only because he hasn't done what Gnome has done yet. Hopefully, Trump isn't going to give him $220 million for a fucking sexy ad campaign. Not that Gnomes was sexy. I'm just saying. That dude's a funny bugger, man. I tell you, he seems quirky. You want to talk about fucking Deliverance vibes? Woo! Some dueling banjos right there. Bill says his microwave and stove are still reading wintertime. The Quds Force, which is a branch of the Iranian military that funds and plans terrorism attacks. Yeah, well, the city of Tehran is, I know the whole country is about 90 million people. I think Tehran may be 2.5 million, something like that. It's fucking blown out. It's like, how come, this is the part that makes me sick, too. I mean, look, whatever. If Republicans aren't going to be up in arms about it, I feel like every motherfucking registered Democrat voter and every Democrat elected official should just be hollering every day. How is this freeing Iranian people? How is this helping them? They're in complete fucking lockdown over there. They can't fucking work with fucking bombs going off. I mean, you guys probably seen some of the footage. Fucking people walking the streets with their kids, and all of a sudden, fucking massive fucking mushroom clouds, going off not just a few blocks away, and everybody starts scattering, of course, but Bill said he's a psycho and was ready to fight in Congress. I knew there was something about that dude that I can't keep all these motherfuckers straight, but yeah, that Mullins dude is fucking bonkers. That's all right. Whatever, man. Keep fucking Trump can just keep fucking appointing they just got to keep getting worse, right? Maybe. I assume. I mean, like I said the other night, You can't be a decent person and still be working for Trump at this point. I don't give a fuck. You're a lousy human being if you think I don't give a fuck. You'll never get me convince me that your intentions are we need someone sane and level-headed on the inside. It's like nobody joins the Trump administration thinking they're going to fucking solve that kind of shit. Get in there, take a bunch of heat, and get some, right? Get in there, let the fucking public think whatever they want about you, and get some of yours. Yeah, Jim says he read that Tehran is half empty, not their first rodeo, and lots of mountains to hide in. No, this isn't. This isn't going to be. Wouldn't be like. And I don't know. Maybe Iraq would be a little bit more of a challenge, but this isn't Iraq. This isn't Afghanistan. It will be 10 times harder. It'll be. And look, we failed. To be fair, we failed in Afghanistan and Iraq miserably. Nothing changed there. Certainly didn't leave it better than we found it. This is nothing. This is going to be nothing like if we have to put boots, not have to. I don't know. Anyways, whether boots go on the ground or not, this will be nothing like Afghanistan and Iraq will seem like a fucking day at the beach next to if Trump wants to keep this war up. And we lost those ones, remember. So Afghanistan and Iraq were a fucking stormy ass cold day at the beach where we lost people. And Iran will be nothing compared to that. It will be 10 times worse. But what are you going to do? You going to fucking try and talk sense into people that don't have the capability of having sense? Their neurons just fucking spin in a circle? So really, you guys, it's like, what do we do? Because I was asking myself this earlier. It's like, what do we do? Wait around until the midterms. We need to be pushing. Not that I'm someone who thinks fucking writing reps and senators and shit does any fucking. I don't discourage you from writing a column, whatever. I have. I don't think if whatever. But we should do everything we can. I mean, I don't think it's sad, but I don't think you could get every fucking constituent for any given rep to write, and they probably, they're still gonna have their mind set up. Gloria, what's up with you, sister? Yeah, exactly. Jim says if you believe it's a good idea to force regime change, know that you can't do it by remote control. Also, know that boots on the ground will be a bloodbath. It'll be a terrible one there. Yeah, this isn't really going anywheres. I mean, I just read through the war powers again last night, and though it's muddy, unfortunately, in some spots, it's very clear about Congress being informed, some timelines, and you know the specific directive or intent or goal of this mission, which there isn't one. So, but there are no levers. I mean, there's nothing. What is Congress going to do? They can fucking, just like I told Putin. I'm like, it's a lofty thought or option, but it is a legit option, and that's funding. right? That's passing a bill, stopping Trump, and he can veto it. And then it takes 2/3 of the House or 2/3 of Congress to Senate, whatever. I don't know if it takes 2/3 of the House and Senate at that point, but yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like there's enough pushback, and I'm not trying to like put everybody in a box, but I don't feel like there's enough pushback from our Democrat elected officials. I don't know what else they can do. Yeah, Josh, see, that's it. Iran isn't exactly a third world country. Were a progressive cultural hub less than a century ago. Yeah, they're no dummies. They're educated. They don't have much freedoms, especially the women or whatever, right? But they're not dumb people, and they aren't unorganized, and they aren't green, wet behind the ears, or new to this. But I mean, it would just be a completely nothing at all like what we faced in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's just going to be 1,000 times worse. I mean, look at. I can guarantee you guys that Trump and maybe even many of us. I didn't have much thought on it because all happened so fast. But he probably thought that it was going to be a complete fucking. That the whole country was going to have the ability to rise up at this point. And it's like, motherfucker, you trying to save lives, or you say you are trying to help these people, and expecting them to go out and sacrifice a whole lot. It would take a whole lot of people sacrificing themselves to rise up against whatever is left of the Iranian military and police force or whatever, which is a lot, plenty enough. I mean, nobody's doing nothing over there. There's fucking curfews in place, and it's not because, people aren't staying inside necessarily because bombs going off, but it's because they're still under fucking heavy-handed control. It's just a joke. I mean, nobody seriously. And maybe there's some folks out there doing pressers, some elected officials, but it's like, why isn't anybody fucking on the horns going? You're not changing anything. So are you putting boots on the ground, Mr. President, or not? Because you lost seven motherfucking maybe eight people in as many days, and you got fucking nowhere. You got fucking leader of Iran, and Trump's already saying that it's worth it. I seen some fucking idiot talking head too from the Trump administration on Al Jazeera saying that I think the American people will accept the cost so far of lives. He was referring to, not the financial cost or monetary cost of what we're trying to accomplish there of Iran not having nuclear weapons. It's like, how do these people fucking lie like that and not feel like shit? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how that will go, but Jim, I think you're right as far as it doesn't seem like there'd be any way for us to remove Vance at this point. We don't know all. I mean, unless somebody's on to something really awful that he's done besides be a Trump supporter. But to me, if Trump is a criminal, which he is, I don't see how it's not aiding and abetting a criminal. Whatever. Maybe I'm hard. Yeah, Bill says like the gnome getting replaced We can't accept the devil we know and lower our moral values on procedure. Can't say leave Charlie Manson in because Dexter is behind him waiting to take over. I like that, Bill. Max says there are estimates as high as 30,000 Americans that are stuck in the Middle East with no way out, and our government has abandoned them. Yeah, he gave, like, they gave no, they didn't even give any of their fucking, any of our allies any heads up, Mac. Is that crazy or what? Like, knowing that our bases were going to be targeted in these other countries, and then didn't even let, like, did so. I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out, like, if our overseas bases in these other countries like Kuwait, Qatar, etc., right? If they were knowledgeable of the strikes before they happened. I think that would be, I think it's clearly they didn't let our allies know, the leaders of these countries. Had they, maybe they would have had, I don't know if they would have even had the wherewithal to then contact the local U.S. bases there to make sure they knew, I guess. Seems ridiculous, but this whole thing is fucking ridiculous. So I've been curious the last couple of days, wondering if our U.S. bases overseas in these other countries that were targeted, if they had any knowledge of the attacks ahead of time, so they could prepare for, retaliatory strikes. Yeah, for sure, Josh. I mean, yeah, I mean, Vance is fucking unfit to do his job. Period. Yeah, that's the part that's Josh. Like, if a lot of this shit, was able to be brought out and shown just really what a complete criminal mind, what a traitor Trump is. I don't see why we can't fucking start pinning the association to people. It's like, there's no excuse. We're all adults here. Yeah, you can't help what your buddy does or your fucking boss does. But once you find out, then what are you doing? What were your actions after you knew what kind of fucking shit he is up to or has done? I think that counts. Jim says if Trump stains his couch, you just watch. And I would just add to that, if you're JD, probably be a little jealous. Come on, boss, let me get a little of that cushion. Bill says base commanders would have been notified. I think used to be that way. Never know with it. Yeah, well, it only seems like it would just be obvious, right, Bill, that like every fucking motherfucking base and embassy, right? Anything like that, you would think would just be on the know. It's anything outside of that, given information that might somehow could fuck up the mission, right? But yeah, just that's why I bring it up. It's like, this is fucked up. Like, how could this even possibly happen if there were, you know, notices given to, I mean, it's not like we're just letting the public know, hey, you better keep an eye out, bring an umbrella, there might be some bombs falling, but like fucking letting enlisted commanders, or whatever, and the enlisted and commanders knowing what the fuck's going on. Active duty, whatever. On a side note, you guys, I've been watching sailing shows. Have any of you guys seen oh, what is it? The lady of the showgirl is the name of the boat. I don't know the young lady's name, but she's from Norway, sailing across the Atlantic solo. She's just over halfway now. All right, sorry. Seriously, I've just been addicted watching all these different couples that just sail to just started sailing, some building rebuilding old ass fucking schooners and shit. But when Jim mentioned virgins, my mind did not go to the virgins he was discussing, but to the Virgin Islands. Bill says we are under Israeli rules of engagement now. As Israel just does it, they know their people have been bred for war for over 75. Yeah. Yep. I don't know, man. God damn it, Bill. I never shut off. I don't know if I have a bad habit of saying, you guys, I fucking brought it up over a year ago, but it's been eating at me for quite some time, well over a year now, our relationship with Israel. After I found out some really dirty shit that isn't like hidden from the public or anything, it's history. There's something going on. I'm not trying to say it's some sort of really kooky alien in Antarctica elite cabal fucking conspiracy bullshit. You cannot I'd rather just go ahead and accept that I'm fucking losing my mind than to think that it's normal that we never ever get a single congressperson or senator to vote against Israeli fucking funding. It's really odd. It's not odd. And it's not conspiratorial. I'm not saying they have some secret fucking code that they're given and expected to live by. Something's going on with this. I mean, for fuck's sake, they sank one of our ships in 1967 and we just said, well, I think we apologized to them and gave them some more funding or something. It's fucking insane. But yeah, the U.S. President Bibi has become a real problem for the world. Jim says, check out Naughty Styles TV, cool boats and understanding scenery named Valerie. Thanks, brother. I will. That's kind of what I want to do, Jim, was like see what the possibilities are of me realistically learning to sail safely to where it would be something then I could go forward, possibly see if I could get Mrs. V to learn as well. Let me save that. Sweet. Appreciate you, brother. That's my happy time shit. It's been getting harder to find documentaries and stuff that aren't boring me to death. Because I'm just like, there's so much other shit going on, but the fucking sailing stuff has got to me. Again, I found it intriguing my whole life. Really, it just, I don't know. There was beer to be had and guitars to be played and skirts to chase. Oh, Josh, you know who I'm talking about? Sweet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yep, that's awesome. I think my only issue would be would I be able to handle the motion? I mean, I think I'd be able to handle it for the most part, but would I be able to handle it to actually go out and, sail from abandoned or deserted island to deserted island and just basically live on the water for, a week or two or however long at a time, whatever you could store food and water for, right? Oh yeah, yeah. No, I worked with dudes. I worked with youngster kids younger than me that were teaching sailing classes. Yeah, especially in my hometown, Jim. Grand Haven is huge for that shit. Well, that's where I would start out for sure, Bill, is getting on the lake. And Jim, yeah. Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly is, spend a whole, if I did this, learn, spend a whole summer at least a lot on Lake Michigan, maybe expand it from there, and who knows? Sail the fucking St. Lawrence Seaway up to out to the fucking the salty waters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I feel you guys. Yeah, there is plenty of like I said, I know folks that actually teach sailing. That's how obviously how popular it is around here. Oh, I don't know, Josh. I don't think you can get out. I don't think you can get out to the Mississippi from the Great Lakes. I mean, maybe the Chicago River, I guess, if I don't know. I don't know if you can get out to the Mississippi through the Great Lakes, but I know you can get to the Atlantic going up through, the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence Seaway. I think that's the way I'd have to go. Like if I was saying, which daydreaming, that would be a goal. Sail right from here in West Michigan out to the Atlantic Ocean. A 20-foot flat bottom skiff. That's funny. I mean, you could be right, Josh. I don't know for sure. I didn't know that you could get out to could access the Mississippi River from any of the Great Lakes. I mean, it's the only way I could think would be the Chicago River, right? You're probably not going to get any big boats down there. The Mississippi does. Yeah, through some tributary it must, right? I mean, because that's a little bit. Yeah, see, I don't see where it would connect. But that doesn't, I mean, like I said, you could be right. I don't know for sure. I mean, again, you might be able to get like smaller boats through, but probably possibly not a sailboat or a decent sized one. Yeah. But the other way around would, you know, be around the falls and up through the St. Lawrence Seaway here. Because my ultimate goal would be to get to the Virgin Islands. James, what's up, mother brother? Oh, Gloria says it connects mainly through man-made channels through Chicago. Yeah, right, yeah, right on. No, I figured Josh was probably had a better chance of me being right or him being right than me being right. Because I just didn't know. I wouldn't have any desire to sail the Mississippi. But that is good to know that you could do a loop like that because maybe that would probably be if you could get a sailboat through that route, that would be great for me because it's got to be a long way around to get up through the St. Lawrence. That has to be a cruise. I haven't gotten into it that much to see how long it would take to sail from like West Michigan to around to the east coast of the US on the Atlantic. It would take a bit of time, I'm assuming. Several weeks or a few weeks I would guess. But yeah, so I guess if I could fucking leave Lake Michigan right and go to the Mississippi and then down to the Gulf, maybe that would be even better. That would have to be a much much shorter trip. But then you're dealing with that thorn. What the fuck is it called? The winds right there around the Keys that you have to. You just can't sail. You can't fucking sail east right there. What do they call that? When you're sailing against the wind, it's some sort of specific. Not trade winds, but I don't know. See, I told you guys I was getting all into it, fucking trying to learn terminology. Trying. James says it's 11,780 degrees there. Oh my god, why does James do this shit to us? Oh yeah, the Maldives, sure. Beauties. Do they have sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Do they have kayaks, hammocks? Kayaks, what the fuck? Boring. No, it's not upwind either. God damn it. It's some specific thing that involves the word wind when you're sailing against the wind. Jess says, I think it's McGregor made a couple of trailerable sailboats that can take a 40 horsepower motor and pull a skier even, fold down mast and pull up dagger board. Yeah, there's still some of that shit that's sketchy to me, Josh. Like one of them, last video I watched last night, early this morning, was a couple off the coast of Brazil that had rebuilt an 80 or 88-foot schooner, and they had two massive fucking masses, right? Like from the fucking bottom of the ship hull all the way up, right? And it's like, god damn, it seems odd to me. It's like, how is that shit? How can it possibly be stable and or not cause more? Obviously, it's been going on for hundreds of years. It just still, it still looks funny to TV. I swear. Well, Jim, your wife isn't the only one, brother, because that's how I'd be too. It's like, well, I guess out there, if it's just you and the wife on a sailboat, then I can just hang it over any railing, right? But yeah, would have to have. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't need a ton of luxury, but like there would be some things. Like I would want a way to stay fucking clean for fuck's sake. I'd want a way to have refrigeration, even a small amount, right? I'd want some amenities. Some. James says, sailing against the wind equals tide. God damn it. How many of my dumbass do I need up on there? Oh, Josh says, yeah, I think they flood a lower compartment for ballast. That could be, brother. I don't know. Josh, since you're into that shit, let me fucking find those folks. Pretty cool. They got, I watched a couple and then fucking part of the, into their second 1 hour video, I got bored and moved on to another. Oh, I watched Minikiss too. Did you guys know that there was a tribute band of little people out there? A Kiss tribute band of little people? All right, this is one of the 3 or 4 videos I watched from them, Josh. Sailing Yaba. I kind of like these stories more than like the people just doing instructional videos. Like there was one guy that I started watching, but he was green screened himself next to a lot of, and it was great, informative. 2 hours. I only watched 15 minutes. I'm like, this isn't what I'm looking for, but. Steph, what's up, sister? You're welcome. I know Lolo's great, isn't she? Let me get Lolo's fucking link too now that Steph mentions it. I love her. Yeah. She can be really silly just like me, I guess, but she's no fucking dummy. I mean, she really has left me feeling like I need to get my shit together. She is on top. She's on top of her shit. I can't say it enough. You guys go check out Lolo if you haven't. Lolo. La 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 Lolo. Now she's probably gonna be like, Jesus Christ, TV, we're all right. And then you got a little creepy singing about me. Bill says he only watches sailing vids for the bikini content. Well, you get it all with those sailing vids, I guess. You get adventure and sunshine, some good looking surfer dude, some chicks, can I say chicks? Some ladies in bikinis or not. I just, when I was, you know, 19, 20, working one of my first restaurant jobs in the town I grew up in. And you guys, I've shared him with you before. Michael Beans Gardner. He grew up in the same town I did. 15, 16, 17 years older than me, right? But lived his winters in the Virgin Islands on his sailboat and would spend summers in Grand Haven in West Michigan. He was a musician. That's how he survived. He didn't have a lot of money or nothing, but he survived on doing gigs and people buying him drinks, and he lived. But man, that's when I first started like, man, I just want to. I could. Are you telling me I could just fucking live on a boat in a sunny place and play my guitar and drink every day? Are you fucking kidding me? Hey Bear, what's up, sister? A Bear says, Hola, campers. TV, I'm sucked into a movie at the moment, but I sent you a photo you would like, especially after the snow pile. Did you make a. Did you make a. Oh, she must have sent it to my email. I was gonna say, I don't see any messages from your sister, but yeah, I'll check my email. You could drink Red Stripe. I haven't tried one yet, so I don't know that I would. I'm assuming if it was the islands, I'd be doing island rum all the time. Unless they have a high quality, cheap, American made Russian vodka. I got 2 half pints earlier, Jim, for $4.43 because they didn't have pints. I think the pint is usually like $4.25 or something for pop off. 80 proof. I'm like, you guys are sucking an extra fucking 20 some cents out of me by not carrying pints. Speaking of cocktails, we've been at this exactly 1 hour now. It just fucking turned over to 1 hour. Got 239 days, you guys. 4 hours and 6 minutes and 50 seconds until the midterm elections. We're fucking 8 days and 19 hours into this Trump Iran war that I don't know about you guys, but me just reading those numbers, it's like I almost feel like it hasn't quite sunk in yet what's going on. Because it's going to be bad, right? It already is. The part that I struggle with and does eat at me, not that I'm some super fucking empath or anything, it's like I really do try and imagine watching some of these vids, and I don't sit there and dwell on them, but I'll watch 5 minutes of fucking Israel bombing the living shit out of Beirut for no reason. We can't, we don't, I don't think it's possible, no matter how intelligent we are, how well informed we are, how much we see and get different viewpoints, and the most we can do. It's not going to be possible to know what it's like to be sitting in your house and having the fucking block 2 blocks over be flattened. You know what I mean? Shit makes me angry. And I don't see how being angry is doing myself or anybody else any good, but I mean, we're just out there slaughtering people, you know? So that's neat, right? We get to be a part of that whether we choose to or not. And I accept it. We're Americans. We're all in this. Trump is our fucking fault, our responsibility. 100%. 100%. I mean, for whatever, if you want to deal out fucking what amount of responsibility each American voter has, whether you voted for him or not, we're American citizens. Trump is our fucking mess. And that's why I'm really struggling with what do we do? Because I accept he's our mess. So what do we do? Sit here and stare at the fucking shit on the floor, or do we clean it up? I don't know. I'll read you guys' answer when I get back. I'm going to go make another cocktail, and I'll see you in a minute. Though I won't do any heavy metal or punk shit, B has been hounding me since I started this stream that she wanted to hear some music. So this one's for Beezers. All right, you guys, I'll be right back. I had already scored earlier, Bill. I got me a fucking fresh ass G, motherfucker. TV's got a G of some dabs. I don't know what it's called. It's sticky with two E's at the end. No Y is the name of the company. I don't know. Mrs. V is gracious enough to, she I think she likes fucking dope shopping. She's all into it. I used to be the fucking dope smoker and I still am, but like I mean she's always smoked. But she's got her gummies and she's got her fucking 2 gram vape carts and she's got her fucking they always end up throwing her an eighth of fucking flour because she's always in there fucking keeping them in business. Putin, what's up, brother? Cheers to you. Happy Sunday. I have not seen the SNL skit for Hegseth. C-SPAN. Oh my God. Are they? Oh, they should have did the fucking C-SPAN lady. She's awesome. That takes the phone calls. I can't remember what the hell. Well, she does more than just take the phone calls, but all right. I will watch that, Putin. I'm not running that whole thing. Besides, I might get in trouble from fucking Saturday Night Live. Who knows? Yeah, I was like, it's so strange. Like the would have been the '90s SNL, right? With Mike Myers and Dana Carvey, and I know there's gonna be a ton of probably decent ones I missed. I could not stand any of those fucking people in their movies. Like I don't. If any of you guys enjoy us being friends, and you're a fucking whatever the stupid ass fucking movies Mike Myers did with his mini me person. If you like that shit, don't tell me, otherwise we can't be friends anymore. TV's not a movie connoisseur and I'm not a movie snob. That's some fucking shit fucking production though, isn't it? I'm fucking hardcore. You want to know who I do loves? Some fucking John Belushi, some Dan Aykroyd. Okay, I can do better than that. I really fucking think Jimmy Fallon is fucking hilarious. I do. Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, fucking Keenan Thompson. There's some motherfucking funny ass people right there. Is there someone fucking? Is there someone in the chat being a dick? In this chat, Stephanie? Yeah, Austin Powers. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you Shrek, Bear. No, the Wayne World skits were okay. The movie, I don't know. I'm not into that stuff. If it's gonna be like obnoxious, obvious slapstick comedy, I want it to be really, really dry. Is that possible? Dry slapstick. It's too dumb for me. Air Bear. I don't want to upset you because you know I love you, sister. I can't handle it. It's too dumb. And I know I'm a Cheech and Chong fan, but yeah, that stuff's too goofy. I don't know. I'm fucking pissy, Bear. Did you know that we're at war with Iran? I don't have any fucking reason for not liking everything anymore. It's pissy. Is there a fucking chud here, you guys, or are you talking about something else? Yeah, I heard that the was it Colorado governor was thinking about whatever the fuck they call it, commuting or sentence or anyways, whatever she would have to do to get Tina Peters out of jail. I can't believe I didn't think about it when all this shit went down. Like, why would that has to be a tough position for that? Well, it is a tough, not real hard to do the right thing, right? Keep Tina Peters in jail. But fuck, I wonder if that lady has had Trump calling her personally saying, you got to free her. You got to free her. You know, it was a terrible thing what happened with the elections. I don't know, you guys. Give me the chance to fucking tell the president to fuck off to his face. Throw me in jail. Do whatever you got to do. Send your fucking maggot ass fucking AK-47 toting alpha males to me. Let's do this. I'm serious, you guys. I don't know what to say. I don't have. Is it cold? Do you think on my part, or I mean, like, there's no excuse. I don't give a fuck that these Republicans are keeping quiet because they're worried about their family. I don't think that's legit. Or am I just someone who doesn't care about my family? I mean, I don't know. I'm only one person. My stance is pretty solid that I don't give a fuck. In this situation, it's not like, hey, my family's going to be in danger because I'm fucking turning in somebody that, like, did some fucking shoplifting. You're the reason why Trump is in office. And now all of a sudden you want us to have some sort of empathy or sympathy for your situation that it might get fucking sketchy because now you don't agree with everything Trump is doing and it's going to be very difficult for you and your family if you say anything. Wouldn't have had this problem if you'd have fucking said something in the first place, you fucking gutless bastards. Yeah, fuck BB. Space 17? Oh, Space Ace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a fucking White House chud. Yeah, for the most part, I mean, if you guys don't see me even responding to a chud, then I probably can't see him. I mean, I might not necessarily boot him straight away, but so then I do lean on you. I mean, it's not you guys' responsibility. I throw most of you know that I give wrenches because those of you that I've known for a long, long time, I know are feel free to do some fucking removing of people or messages, but for the most part, and everybody knows that just so we can share links and information and stuff. But yeah, if you don't see me responding at all to some obvious idiot, it's probably because I don't see him. And then you guys, please don't put up with any more than you want. I don't care for the fucking sexist, fucking homophobic, racist bullshit. It doesn't hurt my feelers when they yap about me, but is it official now, Putin, that they put that dude in power? I heard that. I don't know. I watched Al Jazeera just a little, maybe 2 hours ago or something, right shortly before I started streaming, and like they were saying, yeah, it's the son of Khomeini or Khamenei, whatever one it is, but that they weren't going to officially announce it because you know the U.S. and Israel has already said that they will immediately target anyone that's officially appointed or whatever elected to that position. Justice. They told me, sir, you can eat a flatulent hog's ass. Let me tell you, you've never seen anything like that before. I know, Bill. Bill, that bothered Bill. It's hard. You know what? How do we deal with that, you guys? Do we just say fuck it? Get over your fucking feelings? Bill says BB and that savage Ariel Sharon, in between him, I hate them. It's not anti Semitic. It's not, dude. It's not anti Semitic to fucking call out murder and fucking terrorism and fucking land grabbing and stealing and you know what I mean? It's not anti-Semitic at all, dude. And you know what is tough though? And I haven't had obviously you guys see I don't have a fucking problem speaking out against Israel at all. And I'm sure I've made my thoughts felt on plenty of times about what a horror the Holocaust is. That's something we don't have to verbalize, do we? I mean, you could see I'll try and reel it in. You can see that I'm irritated that that's how society feels, you know, and I don't blame that on fucking wokeness or liberal fucking bleeding hearts that's where we're at. I don't know who's become too sensitive. The people who feel like they're being targeted, that could be anybody for fuck's sake. It's not anti-Semitic at all, Bill. And you're gonna see there's probably gonna be some shit said and done on this channel in the near future that is going to catch me some heat. I don't know how much Bill, like Putin, or any of you guys, I mentioned Bill and Putin because I know that they do tend to like dig deep and find the personal stories. There's a lot of motherfucking fucked up motherfucking Jewish streamers out there that are the most racist, disgusting people. I mean, these people are terrible. I don't say that the reason is they're like that is because they're Jewish. They are really terrible people that happen to be fucking practicing Jews or whatever. These motherfuckers come after just anybody and everybody in every way they can. And I have plenty of examples of that I just had made note of, not ever thinking I would ever do any sort of streams on this shit. It's bad. It's bad. The influence, and it's not all the Israeli people, just like in any country. You can't, just like here, right? I mentioned this last night. It's like fucking Israel, Iran, Palestine, and the U.S. all have citizens that do not support the horrific shit that their current governments or whatever are doing. Anywho, it's not anti-Semitic at all, brother. And I hope you guys feel you can say any goddamn thing you want here. I mean, we're not fucking in the business of fucking tearing down people because they are a certain people. That's insane. That's what Bibi does. That's what Trump does. That's what people like Putin does. The dark Putin. Yeah, exactly. Putin says we're allowed to fucking criticize leaders and governments of other countries. We need to start calling them leaders too. There's a lot of sickos in high positions in is the Israeli government right now, from their defense minister and fucking whoever the fucking commander of the IDF is. Uh, yeah, there's some really they're the U.S. ambassador. It's or their ambassador to us, right? I mean, these motherfuckers. There is few people that like get my blood boiling when you listen to their fucking interviews. Not you know, seriously, not even Trump, because he's just a fucking goofball. But these people are some of them are just savagely fucking sick, unforgiving, arrogant, self-righteous. It's we created that. We helped create that, just so we're clear. Putin, what was our Jewish chatter's name? Can you remember? You've something or other, right? You or YUV. I'm probably never going to remember his last name, and I don't even know if that's exactly how it works. Yeah, well, it's kind of getting. Putin says ultranationalists take over in Israel. It's kind of getting like that. And I mean, I know a lot of you guys are aware of this, that this far right uprising isn't just happening like here and there, right? Like it's happening all over the place. And obviously, you wouldn't call Israel a Western country. I mean, though they share a lot of our views. I mean, physically, they're not, but yeah, right, exactly. I've been thinking about him here and there since October 7th, really. Steph says, I didn't vote for the assholes. No, I feel you, sister. None of us did, but I just, and I don't put this on you guys ever, but when I say like, we are responsible for Trump, whether we voted for him or not, which most of us here didn't, probably all of us here didn't. And I mean, I can't put that on you guys. That's how I feel. That's what I feel our individual responsibilities are, and collectively. It's just, I mean, we're responsible for our own house and what happens in it and what the people living in our house cause outside of it. We can't be blamed for what Trump is doing, but we are responsible to stop it, prevent it in the future, all those things to the best we can, right? And that's just what I mean by that. It's like I'm not saying we haven't done us as fucking fair-minded fucking Americans first and humans, then Americans, and then whatever political party you want to slap on yourself is fine. It's, you know, first and foremost, we're fucking humans, and that's not what we see Trump as. Not what I see him as. Bill says the Seven Front War extremists every bit as bad as our Christian end of timers. I call them now, or new never types. It is written they want to witness it. Yeah, right. Just as EU countries have been having issues with the far right. Yeah, exactly, Josh. See, I knew I forgot something there for a minute. We were going to talk about the extreme nationalist uprising, not just here in the U.S. but all over, and certainly like Germany. Um, but to Josh's point, not just he didn't say not just Germany, but he said EU, and it is. It's more than just German states or the German country, but it's happening all over Western Europe, and not just Western Europe. Like, seen signs of it in fucking Bulgaria. Our friend Crazy Bulgarian, who's now back in Denmark. Um, Even there, and sure, Bulgaria is one of those countries that I was fucking rooting for. Same with like Belarus. Even though Belarus maybe is a little bit farther in the fucking shithole than Bulgaria. Bulgaria is full of fucking corruption. It's it's on the brink, so to speak. It doesn't have strong leadership, so you know things aren't great there for the people, which makes it harder to push back against fucking the promises, I guess, of some idiot like Putin or whatever. But yeah, and then it's also just hope I stay with this. So here in the U.S., different countries in Europe, that certainly in like England and in Germany and France, Australia, here in the U.S., of course, a little bit in Canada, and Israel, right? All far right, extreme nationalism. Bill says he intends to decide. I decided to die in bed surrounded by loved ones with a steady morphine drip. Exactly. If I fucking wake up, if I'm supposed to be dying soon and I don't go in my sleep, then yeah, get me that morphine drip. Play a little Led Zeppelin. Get the fucking kids to throw me a kiss on my cheek. Fuck, I'm good. Even with what I've done. Look at I've managed to keep the same incredible woman around for 31 plus years. I have five fucking kids that we struggled to raise financially, all doing way better than we were. And I know all you guys. I'm fucking good to go. I'm not even joking. Fred, what's up, brother? Putin says the mass migration pressure globally is what preceded the far right nationalism that is happening. Yeah, but is that just an excuse or is it a legitimate reason? Putin? I guess that was a silly question, wasn't it? There is no legitimate reason, is there? Oh, is it? Are you watching the futures, brother? Fred says that the Dow futures are headed for 1,000 point drop on opening tomorrow morning. So we're about hell's fire 12 hours. We are exactly, you guys, 12 hours from the opening bell. 12 hours and 4 minutes. Welcome, Scuba. Scuba says, hey, TV. I'm from Lolo's Lounge here. Good to see you live. Good to see you joining us. Oh, is it Scuba Val? Gotcha. Cool. We shall We will call you Val. You will be Val from now on, Scuba Val. Thanks for joining us, sister. Bill says the traditionalists have had 2,000 years to shape society as a top. They can't even define their culture today without starting a fight, cause that's their culture. Bunch of backwards butt fuckers, bass backwards. Fred goes on to say oil will be $120 by close tomorrow at this rate. Hey, what do you got? Putin kind of mentioned something, whatever it was. And I know, and I only learned this the other day, that there's kind of two oil stocks or whatever that we watch, right? And so what is it? The WIT something or other, Texas. And I know you guys will know this, but because I don't pretend to fucking know shit that I don't know. And then the it's not OPEC, is it? Is the other? Is it the Middle Eastern conglomerate or whatever? Anyways, they're usually very close, but with it, the American one or whatever is a couple dollars normally. Crude, is that it? Crude and yeah. Oh, WTI crude, right on. Gotcha. A Bear says oil up in Japan about $10 to $12 a barrel via Mr. Bear. Yeah, Putin says also LNG, which is liquid natural gas. Yes, I know that's probably bigger, right, for energy in like Europe and stuff than here, Europe and Asia. Even though I do understand that we use natural gas here and stuff, but yeah, 20% off the supply. But I thought, Putin, you were I thought you mentioned too what something was trading at. Yeah, and did you see why the fuck are we blowing up, or maybe it didn't say us, but blowing up these fucking oil wells in Iran? I'm serious. It was probably Israel, but I mean, I don't feel like Trump, it was beyond what he would, maybe just Israel happened to get there before we did. What the fuck are we doing? What a fucking disaster. I guess we got bigger fish to fry than cry about fucking oil wells now burning nonstop for however long. Jesus fucking Christ. That shit bothers me. Yeah, I get it. You want to stop their fucking oil production. So you have to literally cause an environmental hazard? Jesus fucking Christ. What a bunch of... This is making me more angry by the minute that this is happening. And we can't just blame Israel, though. For sure, I give them a whole fucking lot of credit. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Val. I do my best. I try to be friendly to folks that are good folks because if I'm expecting y'all to stay here and listen at all, I know you're going to need some patience because I get pissy. I am fucking pissy about this. I think just like, the worst thing, I'll get it. I'll do a little bit of personal fucking laundry right here in front of you guys because that's how much I love you. And how can I expect to fucking get to know any of you people if I can't open up myself first? So one of the struggles that I've ever had, like in my marriage, and it's not like some, hey, this is one of something specific to me and Mrs. V's marriage, is that I don't know. So, like, she's way more stubborn than me, but, and I don't know that I like to, and maybe you guys will laugh when I say this, but I don't know that I like to argue just to argue. Serious, especially, maybe it's different 100% with the wife, right? That's not the case. Um, but I don't see how, God damn it, I lost my thought because I was a fucking dumbass, smart ass. Jesus. Oh yeah, yeah. Not being satisfied if there's still an issue. Like even if it wasn't a problem for me, if I knew that even if she had said like, "Look, I'm fine. I'm over it. It's not disappointed in this way or whatever the case is." I am not happy with that because as long as I feel like we haven't exhausted all the options of making it better. And so I guess that's what pisses me off so bad is when you don't have any options. Like that's the most frustrating thing when you have no choice but to sit and wait. And though I think that's really rare in life, like I feel like there's always something we can be doing and whatever it is, even if we're just keeping ourselves busy because we have to sit and wait, right? I think that's part of what gets me so fucking burned up is I'm feeling more and more like there's just no options. And though so many, like I think we've all, especially, I guess I can't speak for you folks on this because many of you are far much brighter than I am, even though that's not a very high bar. Um, I just feel like it sucks sitting still. It's very hard to sit still. And oh, I know what I was going to say. That in the last couple of years, as much as all of us still do support our Constitution, and I'll tell you, for me, anyways, thought it was pretty damn close to flawless. We see that it isn't, and it started like it's been a couple of years now. You know, me and James and Putin had several conversations a few years back about SCOTUS having to be reaffirmed. I think that, and that was for me the beginning of it. Like, okay, this is obviously an issue that we just couldn't possibly had foreseen, right? I mean, because for one, back then they're going on, and this seems to have not played into the writing and the thought gone into the Constitution very much at all, but for sure there was so much more honor back then, regardless, right? Even though we had really fucking the worst of worst things in human history, like slavery and no rights for women and or children, and right, like it still seems like there was a way stronger honor than there is now. So I think that's part of the problem. Oh fuck! What were the other examples? Just recent, well, with the presidential war powers, it's I think we're just or Trump, the administration, any given administration, but let's take Trump. He's the one in office right now, ignoring court orders, just not complying. There's that right issue number two with the Constitution, and I fucking God, I love Putin. I bring him up. I lean on him so much. I filled his ear so bad, even though I was just like leaning on him, right? I wasn't yelling at him. Like there's no fucking mechanism to hold our laws to keep our laws relevant. There isn't. I'm sitting here smiling and I'm fucking pissed. It doesn't fucking matter, you guys. I mean, you see that, right? But doesn't that bother the fuck out of you that up until Trump, presidents would fucking push their luck, both Democrats and Republicans, fucking sign EOs that were fucking shit, and then when they got fucking shot down by the courts, they'd fucking let it go. That, and we're not seeing that, and now there's no fucking. That was the guardrail, I guess, is honor. It was. We never had a president with such an attitude, such a fuck up, such a sociopath for a president that we had that it come about, that it come up. This is the worst thing. Is for one, we got a shitty ass fucking right leaning SCOTUS that is sketchy as fuck, right? It's not completely off the rails, but it hasn't been good. Now it's worse than that. So when this fucking sketchy ass SCOTUS fucking makes a ruling against Trump, they don't give a fuck. And then what do? Walk around the pile of shit. Yeah, James says oil companies do not have any accountability. Literally, they control governments. James, I was yapping with someone about, maybe it was Josh, about the streaming the oil executives answering to Ways and Means or something, maybe. I don't know what it was. A couple years ago, and they were the most arrogant, fuck you. They didn't give a fuck what they were so smart. I was just like, holy shit. It was 2020, I believe, in fact, the summer of 2020. And they profited 2021 maybe. And it was they were looking back to 2020 and just US oil companies had profited like 50 fucking or 500 billion dollars that year during the pandemic. Yeah, that's right. When everything was shut down and prices on gas had tanked. That's what they profited. Yeah. Thank you, James. It is. I appreciate all you guys. We need to fucking hammer down on this. And I do depend on you guys to fuck. I mean, yeah, it's my own responsibility to make sure I'm getting shit right. But when I get opinionated about this is corruption that we seem to be ignoring across the aisle, all across the board, across the aisle, one side of the aisle to another, we seem to just not be able to fucking gather up our fucking family jewels and push back against the big money. You guys explain it to me. What do you think the cause is of that? Are you telling me that yeah, folks aren't going to get elected if they fucking go against any fucking dirty money funding their campaigns? I see that. If you fucking stop them from donating, then these candidates don't have to worry about that shit. If you stop the fucking corporate lobby groups, and I'm to be clear, corporate lobby groups, you have to allow citizens to organize and lobby Congress. There has to be way tighter restrictions on that because citizen lobby groups get fucking taken advantage of constantly, and we see what happens. Nothing for them, and it's just more shit show. Fucking self protection by people wanting to fucking violate our fucking environmental laws or labor laws or whatever it is. 328. That's the first I've heard of that, even though I do have I keep trying to improve my system. Like can't figure out how to fucking stay on top of checking shit that doesn't need to be checked every day, but like the nokings.org without having a fucking daily checklist that's 200 fucking items long. But thanks, Val. I appreciate that. 328, Val says. Is that a Saturday? Maybe? Did you say? Yeah, Saturday. All right. Val says March 28th, 2026, there's going to be another No Kings Day. You guys know I don't ever push my shit. But you could get your own No Kings t-shirt, TV2 gear over in my merch shop. If you need a fucking hoodie that says No Kings on it, we the people, you can get that. I think I have 2 different No Kings patterns. Yeah, I do need to get a StreamYard back up again one of these days soon. It's I would just do nothing but use StreamYard, but like I can't I've struggled with having I just can't get my comfort I love OBS. It's been difficult for me to get all my fucking special fucking foo-foo graphics up on StreamYard. But yeah, I'd like to be able to just fucking, when I do this shit, just be chilling and having a link pinned where people can just like, TV, what up? Fucking ring the bell and join me on screen for a minute. I need to redo it. Now I have some better graphics. I have a better cartoon TV than the one I got over there, but yeah, that was my first batch, Val. If you do go over and look at my merch shop, that was like my first batch, and I haven't done nothing with it in several weeks, but Joss has to work a double on Saturday, March 28th. Jeez, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Are you talking about, is it Trump that had his fucking name copyrighted? How can you, is that, I guess, whatever. I wonder how that works. Hmm, interesting. I mean, wouldn't that put any other Trumps in the world in violation, in copyright violation, if they used the name Trump on anything? Yeah, exactly. Val gets it, you guys. See? See? See what kind of fucking people Lolo be fucking cultivating over there? Val gets it. 12 million is that number we need to see. Faux show. Hey, all right. I'm being hailed. Hang on. I'll be right back. Be right back. All right. Disaster averted. Aaron, what's up, brother? Cheers to you. Drink. We should do a drinking stream, right? Whenever TV says cheers, or how about fuck? Whenever I say fuck, or any version of, you guys got a drink. I do enough. I take enough sips doing this. Well, what do you guys think, man? Anything else anybody wants to share with the chat? Anything you want to get off your chest? Any unresolved snack issues? Putin, how you doing, brother? You been good to yourself? I hope. God, who we been missing? I haven't seen Kate Broom in a minute. Haven't seen Retsy. Have any of you guys seen Retsy? Yeah, I don't know. I've said a couple times that I think Bondi is supposed to testify again this week, but I can't be sure of that. I know she is supposed. She's been subpoenaed, and I guess is expected to show up. I thought it was this coming week, but I'm gonna be doing some fucking House and Senate floor streams for sure to fill the void. Yeah, Cuba. That I guess that's on the table now. Invading Cuba. Sorry, I'm reading through some headlines. Axios. Trump says nothing else gets signed until Congress passes his voting bill. Fuck you, old man. Fuck you right up the fucking wazoo. Let's see if this is Los Angeles Times. I don't like fucking going off on just any of these. Seventh U.S. military or serviceman dies. The U.S. and Israel war against Iran entered its ninth day Sunday with no clear path toward de-escalation as the U.S. announced a seventh U.S. service member has been killed and Iranian has been killed. So that however much we can take Los Angeles Times at their word, Bill, they are using the word killed for this seventh person dying. So doesn't sound like it was a medical emergency unless the medical emergency was due to shelling or something. Seventh service member had been killed, and Iranian state TV reported the selection of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Like, isn't there a couple different, some slightly other version of that, like the old Supreme Leader? Did they have to vote on that title before they decided that, like, you have to, some countries have prime minister, some have president, some have both? Did they have to vote and say we're not going to have our leader is going to be called the Supreme Leader. President Trump said deploying American ground troops to the Middle East remains under consideration. Well, that's all I needed to read of that article. I've got my cardio exercise tonight. Thanks to all the awesome fucking news and current events. And it is, yeah, I hope you guys know. Cheers to all you lovely women out there. And all you ugly ones too. Is that okay for me to say? Because I don't want to leave anybody out. It is Women's Day today. Every day, not that I'm some fucking super terrific guy. Every day I appreciate the women in my family. You guys have heard me go off so many times about my mom, my sister, my aunts, my wife, my daughters, now granddaughters, nieces. I got a bunch of fucking kick-ass nieces. I got no nephews. Mrs. V's brother had 2 girls, and my sister had 2 girls. Yeah, thank you, Val, for coming by. And thanks to Bill and Putin and Aaron and Gloria was here, and Josh was here, and Jim Wedge was here, and Beezers was here, Stephanie was here, James, of course. Gotta love that motherfucker with everything I got. Oh, Putin, by the way, have you seen the new Dos Equis commercial? It made me, because I remember a while ago you sharing a fucking Dos Equis commercial, and you're like, this is how I see Bill. The latest one is, this guy pulls no punches. He punches his punches. Fucking A. Bill, you get the last word, brother. Fred was here because we love you, dude. A-Bear was here. And if I can't scroll up far enough and I missed anybody, just know that I appreciate your time. I really do. I mean, Mrs. V appreciates you keeping me out of her hair. But it means a lot that we just fucking hang out in TV's yard and have a beer on Sunday, right? Or a Black Russian, whatever. And you guys are like, yeah. This is like, you guys are givers, man. Watching out for my mental health. I appreciate that. So I'm going to keep doing what I can. We'll keep throwing up chats. We'll keep fucking doing streams, even if it's just me rambling. But that's all right. Maybe next time I was thinking, I'll do the whole stream behind the screen here. What do you guys think? Does that work? All right. I think I've had enough. You guys be good, all right? TV2 out like a motherfucker.
Well, I got mindless contentment. 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 I don't wanna watch TV. I don't even wanna be with me. I don't wanna do anything. I don't wanna do anything. Contentment. Well, I got mindless contentment. Well, I got mindless anything, anything.